Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, organics of all ages, I am Double R, and in this video we shall speak about actors versus writers when it comes to roles. Many of you have gotten the idea about the whole Jenna Ortega situation on the set of Wednesday. Pretty much a writer decided to be a glorified fanfic writer and opted on trying to get Wednesday, the character, into a love triangle. And Jenna Ortega threw the flag on play, saying, nah, that's not how Wednesday works. What are you doing? Stop it. Well, that was a problem on set, which means she's toxic. Funny how this is the same kind of defense that came up when Henry Cavill, who was playing the role of the Witcher, aka Geralt, whatever. I'm just gonna call him the Witcher because I can actually say that word. Anyway, he was playing that role, and the writers decided to write their own glorified fan fiction, and he went, the character doesn't quite do that, though. That's literally not how the character works. Doing that would be counterproductive to the character. It doesn't fit the character. Something's wrong here. Something doesn't work. Something doesn't add up. But what was their reaction to that? Cavill is toxic! But this isn't like the only times this has ever happened, folks. Ella Bosco, I believe her name was. You know, the girl that played Cassandra Cain on, what was that movie? Birds of Prey. There's a long-ass title, Birds of Prey. Anyway, when she got an interview after the fact, she was like, I'm a little disappointed because I did some research on the character. That's not what I portrayed on screen. But I did my job because, you know, was paid to do a job. Mark Hamill, pretty much the same boat. We're making Star Wars. Hamill's like, fine. You're going to portray Luke. Fine. I'm in it. I'm ready. I'm good. We're going to have you do stuff that Luke doesn't do. So I'm portraying Jake Skywalker now. Pretty much what he said. He viewed the character as Jake Skywalker because the things that Luke did in the Disney series, or Disney movies series, whatever, didn't add up. It didn't match Luke Skywalker at all. Yes, things like that often come up between actors and writers. The problem is, many writers nowadays can't take the criticism. I wrote this fan fiction because I want Wednesday to be in a love triangle, and you are really ruining that prospect. Well, she's portraying Wednesday Addams. She's not portraying Lola Bunny. She's not portraying Jessica Rabbit. She's portraying Wednesday Addams. So if the character Wednesday Addams is acting like Jessica Rabbit, there's a problem. That's like the character Cyclops walking out there and going, my name is Beholder. Bitch, no it ain't. You got one eye. Well, technically you got two, but you got one eye. Your visor is one. That's singular. One eye, Cyclops. You ain't beholding shit. Beholder has many eyes. You have one. You're Cyclops, not Beholder. Shut up. That's kind of the view many actors subconsciously see when you force their character, the character they're playing, the character they're acting. When you force that character into a different situation or a way that they don't portray the character. Hey, look, character translation. Oh no. Back on point. If the actor's character translation does not match the writer's fanfic version of a character translation, there's a problem. Like I said just a moment ago, Jenna Ortega is playing Wednesday Addams, not Jessica Rabbit. So actions of Jessica Rabbit will not apply to Wednesday Addams. Ergo, whenever a Jessica Rabbit action pops up, Jenna Ortega threw the flag on play going, that's not going to work with Wednesday Addams. When Henry Cavill said Geralt isn't going to run screaming naked into the forest, and they go, but we want to see you in the nude. I mean, but it would totally work for the scene. He's like, no, it's not going to work for the scene because that's not how the character is. He's not going to just go running, screaming into the forest. It makes no sense, especially naked. Fine. For some reason, writers nowadays really have this glorified fanfic mentality. Yes, I can bend the character any way I want. Yeah, there's only so far you can bend it before even the actor goes, I'm not portraying that character anymore, I'm portraying a different character. So, to keep from bashing a dead horse...
There he is, beating that dead horse! Get him!
Let's just get to the conclusion. The reason why many writers and or directors will tell their actors not to research the intellectual property or characters or whatever is because they want no pushback on their script. They don't want to hear from a fan. They don't want to hear that. All fans to them are racist and bigots whenever it goes against them. So they don't want to hear that. And if their actors happen to have some version of education on an IP or a character, they don't want that either. They may say they want that, but once you speak up because they wrote something stupid, aka trying to write Wednesday Addams as Jessica Rabbit, then they get upset because you're fucking with their fan fiction. They don't like that sort of thing. Now, in the case of Jenna Ortega, she got promoted because many people agreed with the changes. It looked right. It felt better. It made more sense. This is Wednesday Addams, not Jessica Rabbit. The reason why it didn't work so well for Henry is because he had different roles coming up, so he was all over the place. Couldn't exactly lock down a freaking shield wall and defend one side. So he just got pinged all over the place. Which gets me to thinking. The reason why James Gunn probably didn't grab him and why he's quote, rebooting the DCEU is because he has his own vision. So he's going to write his own fan fiction about how he wants the DCEU. Which means he doesn't want any pushback. Unfortunately, he's dealing with characters that people know as opposed to Guardians of the Galaxy, which are characters that weren't part of the zeitgeist for the longest time until he put them in the zeitgeist. So a lot of people were not able to confirm or deny immediately if that was to the characters or against the characters. They just went, fuck it, that works. Kind of like Batman, the animated series. Not many people knew about Mr. Freeze, so when Mr. Freeze's history got redone, people were like, fuck it, that works. But James Gunn is going to be going into something with known characters. This could cause a problem for him. And I say could, doesn't mean it will. It could potentially become a problem. But we'll see how that goes. Writers, if it upsets you so much that your fan fiction could be ruined by an actor knowing the character better than you, maybe you should, I don't know, adjust a few things. Maybe learn something about the character instead of just winging it. Maybe, I don't know, talk to the actor to get some insight from them. Could help. I mean, after all, we saw how well it worked for the Book of Boba Fett when you don't listen to the lead actor who portrayed the character for the longest period of time. But if this is so hard for you to comprehend...
So yeah, this is basically a microcosm of every single thing that's wrong with the King of Fighters movie. Look, let's be blunt here. The only two things most people remember about the King of Fighters games are this chick's enormous bouncing jugs. This is the actual Mai from the game. You see? You see what I'm talking about? The only questions on anyone's mind when they announced a King of Fighters movie was who's playing Mai and how big are her knockers. So of course they cast Maggie Q and her completely non-existent boobs! I mean, come on! How do you fuck this up? Look, I'm not bagging on Maggie Q as an actress, she's gorgeous! I'd break her combo any night, but god damn it, Maya's supposed to have big swinging tatas! Huge, luscious gazongas, double whammies!
Because she got a great ass!
Oh, and by the way, do you have any idea how hard it was to find pictures of Mai on the internet that weren't hentai? She's supposed to wear red, and she never does. She's supposed to be bubbly and flirtatious like in the games, and Maggie Q plays her like she's barely fucking awake. She's supposed to be a ninja. She's supposed to have big balls. No, these balls. I don't really know what they are. She's supposed to have fire-based powers instead of lightning ones. And what in the hell is she doing as Yori Yagami's girlfriend? This is wrong! They got every single aspect of this character, except for the fact that she's a woman, I guess, completely and utterly wrong! Let's not even get started with Yori, who doesn't even look like his game character either, although I don't know why Yori ties his own knees together in the game, but whatever.
I got a little homework assignment for y'all. For those of you who don't quite get it, here's a homework assignment for you. If you don't quite understand what I'm saying, here's a basic assignment. It's only 2 movies. You can watch 2 movies. Watch Batman Returns with Michael Keaton. Watch that. And then watch Catwoman. You know, with Halle Berry. Berry, not Bailey. Watch those back to back. And remember this one thing when you do. People were expecting the Selena Kyle Catwoman starring Michelle Pfeiffer. That is what people were expecting for a long time before the movie Catwoman came out. Keep that in your mind during that assignment. And then you could see the problem. Plain as day. Clear as crystal. So, with that said, I'm Dumbledore. I'm out. I don't know why I'm introducing myself at the beginning and at the end of every video. This is fucking stupid. Why have I not noticed that I've been doing this the entire goddamn time? Somebody could have given me a memo, a heads up. That would have been nice. Maybe a little letter. Maybe a DM. Hey, jackass, you're introducing yourself at the beginning and at the end. Could you not? You're not running a company. You start with a company name at the beginning and your name at the end. You're not running a company. It's you. Motherfucker, it's you at the start, it's you at the end. Motherfucker, say it once, get it done. Yeah, so later. I think I just freaked myself out there.